Hello everyone, in this episode of ExcaliburCCGTV, we're taking a look at the top comics for September 11, 2013. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for pressing play. This guy right here is Randy. I'm Chris. We're glad to be here. We're glad you're taking the time to talk comics with us. We are talking some huge comics for the week of September 11, 2013. There's a ton of stuff coming out in September. We are full blast already into it here in the second week of September with tons of stuff hitting the shelves. Guys, this is a longer episode. We'll have the MP3 down below for you to download. On the way down, please press subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you if you are a subscriber, and click that little thumbs up, the like button. We really appreciate it. What do you think, man? I mean, there's just a ton of stuff.
Oh, there is. It should be noted, however, that the comics that are going to be coming in here are not going to be huge comics. There's just tons of them coming in.
Yeah.
They're still the same size.
Yeah, they are the same
Just
size.
the way you said that. We're getting huge comics.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
DC is hitting us with a ton of stuff.
They are.
We got the tie-ins with Infinity and stuff that's still going on.
Extremely popular the first week here.
Yeah.
And I expect they will continue to be extremely popular, mostly because people love villains.
Yeah.
And so I think they're going to want to keep on checking out what's going on. I think a lot of these have looked like their origin stories for the villains. And so now people have an idea, okay, this is what we're getting. And that's, it's just kind of a, I think, fact that villain origin stories can be a lot more fun just because you get to see how demented or crazy or, what happens to make these guys just go off.
Right.
And you don't usually get that with the heroes. The heroes get the power and go, I must uphold truth, justice, and the American way. Or be brooding, like the New 52.
Yeah, or be brooding. I love it, man.
So, our list this week, let me go through this for you guys. Action Comics, number 23.2, that is Zod.
Zod.
Aquaman, 23.1, Black Manta. That'll be a popular one.
Yeah.
Batman, 23.2, Riddler.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin 23.2, Court of Owls should be a good one.
Yeah, it should be.
Batman the Dark Knight 23.2, Mr. Freeze.
Cool.
Here's the big one. Detective Comics 23.2, Harley Quinn.
Oh.
Earth 2 15.2.
Yeah.
Solomon Grundy. That's one I'm looking forward to. Flash 23.2, Reverse Flash. Green Lantern 23.2, Mongol. That'll be a really awesome one.
Yep.
Here's kind of one that's gaining some controversy online. Justice League 23.2, that is Lobo. And the controversy over this is that this is an all-new origin story for Lobo. And anybody that's been reading Jim Starlin's Stormwatch,
Yeah, right.
he's already created a different origin story here for Lobo. So
Exactly.
I'm not sure which is going to be canon or not with that character. Anyways, we've also got Justice League of America 7.2, Killer Frost. Superman 23.2, Brainiac. That'll be a fun one for the Superman fans.
Yep.
And Teen Titans 23.1, Trigon.
Yep.
So lots and lots and lots of them coming out. As you can tell, there are some of those that are 0.1s and some of those that are 0.2s there. That's just because some of the titles are only going to have one or two point numberings coming out.
Because I was just about to ask you if you knew why.
Right.
If you might know anything about that.
So they're able to kind of intersperse those throughout the month a little more regularly than those that are going to have 4 issues coming out.
Yeah.
So most of the Batman, Superman, and Justice League will have 4 coming out of them. So you'll be hearing that all week.
Oh yeah,
all month.
All month. And on a related note, Forever Evil #1 has hit the shelves. We have copies available, and it's off to a decent start. They did some things there with Nightwing, and
I keep hearing all this stuff about Nightwing, but honestly, my favorite part of about that was Lex Luthor.
yes. because he was even what little he stole the scenes that he was in.
The words you will read that he utters, you would never expect for him to utter.
Exactly.
So, that was way too awesome. I like that.
Yeah, that was the best part about the first issue of Forever Evil.
Yeah.
And these so definitely get on board. This is a 7-issue. Forever Evil is a 7-issue miniseries. Jeff Johns, David Finch. So far, first issue hit it out the park for me. It was really good. I'm on board to check out the rest of it. And then we've got all these origin stories of these various villains hitting the shelves all throughout September as well.
And it should be noted, it's 7 issues of Forever Evil, 1 issue a month over 7 months here. So that's going to be spread out. The Forever Evil, or the Villains month that's coming out, this is just for this month.
Yep.
They'll return to the regularly titled titles of the books in October.
Yeah.
So, don't get your hopes up, some of you who are hoping this is going to last for a while.
Hey,
talk to me about something else.
Yes, let's move on. We've been talking about Infinity. We just had Infinity #2 hit last week, and we also did an Infinity video talking about what's going on, and now we get to see some of the fruits of what is going on with Infinity, and I'm talking about the release of the new Mighty Avengers. #1 hits the shelves. We've got all the Avengers off in space, battling the Builders, and Thanos is not all the Avengers, but the vast majority of them. There are just a couple of them here. Yeah, just a few left here on Earth, and Thanos has now arrived here on Earth as well. And who better to step up to the plate and try to take him down than Luke Cage and his band of Avengers that he's going to formulate. So we're talking Spectrum, we're talking about Superior Spider-Man, we're talking about White Tiger, Power Man.
That's the new Power Man. That's not Luke Cage Power Man.
Yeah, that kid,
they're both there.
Yeah, that kid Power Man that was introduced.
Yeah, and Spectrum is the new name for Photon, Monica Rambeau. So
I think the Blue Marvel is supposed to enter into the fray later on.
And a certain Spider Kid. So
yeah, time will tell.
Yeah, and we also have Jen Walters is there, the She-Hulk.
Yes.
So that's one that everybody keeps on looking at minority, and this is a minority Avengers team with all the none of the characters appear to be white. Let's go ahead and say that, but you also have Jen Walters, who technically is female and is minority as well with that. But that's one of these things. I just hope that I love so many of these characters. I hope that they write this into a very the way they come together. This presents itself that it makes sense with things. But I'm glad to see them giving. If you've just heard me last week talking about X Factor, I like when they take characters that are not always used over and over again, and put them into a book, and that's what they're doing here. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a diverse cast, and I think it's time. So I'm going to be checking it out. It'll at least have pretty artwork by Greg Land. So
it will.
So there we go.
Some debate on that, but yeah, I think it's pretty.
Yeah.
Also, along those same lines of what's coming out with Infinity related, we have Avengers #19 coming out. And this, let's just go ahead and call it Infinity #2.1.
Exactly.
Because it's going to pick up from where the last Avengers issue left off, but it's also going to have some stuff going on here with this one. We have Avengers that are prisoners of war right now.
Yep.
We have, what else with that? We have, there's going to be some betrayal that happens. I guess someone decides to join what they think is the winning team. We'll see. I do have to say with this Infinity so far, I've not been. I kind of like the character. It didn't make a whole lot of sense with the Nilo, however you say that, joining up with the group.
Right.
But I love seeing the other one down on the planet saying I'm opposed to what the builders are doing.
Exactly.
I don't like this. This is not what I'm meant for. And you see the horror on the one that's joined the Avengers.
Exactly.
Him saying, I remember when this used to stand for creation, not death. And so I like what they're doing with these characters, and the people that are siding up with Thanos may not actually be doing it because they agree with him, but maybe they're being forced or there's something else at play here. So
maybe
we'll get to see some more of that hopefully as well in the Avengers title.
Yeah, just that one moment. You only met that character on the planet for 2 seconds. But then you got so much from just those moments.
And I don't think you quite knew what was going on with him until the other one told you they're wiping this planet out.
Yeah, they're destroying instead of building. So it was, very good. Infinity has been great so far. Another mini-series coming from that is Infinity The Hunt. And this is a take, kind of like a current reinvention / take on the Contest of Champions. We've got Wolverine, She-Hulk, and Hank Pym leading various schools of superpowered teams like the Avengers Academy, Wolverine and the X-Men, their school, Jean Grey School for learning, and other ones as well that we haven't met yet in the Marvel Universe, all being teamed together for a Contest of Champions, but then Thanos arrives. So we don't know if they're actually going to fight against each other or band together to fight the threat of Thanos now that he's here on Earth. So that should be another fun. It's a fun 4-issue mini-series that'll be starting this week.
That's one of those things you say other schools we haven't met yet. They started that in Avengers Arena, where you have the Braddock Academy. And that makes too much sense that you go, there are going to be these other kids with powers on other continents or countries, and why do they not have, training for them? Why does everybody have to go to the Avengers group or the X-Men group? So,
and I read there's like another school in Wakanda. Wakanda has one that I read about.
Sense.
Yeah, so bunch of different cool people. Probably a lot of new characters we'll see too. So that'll be interesting as well.
Yeah.
So.
That may also give you new characters to maybe kill off or defeat as well. Battle of the Atom continues here this week with the part 3 in X-Men number 5. So this is the Brian Wood book.
This guy.
The Brian Wood book. No, this one I was pleasantly surprised. I did not know what to think of Battle of the Atom, and Bendis in his events sometimes let me down. May not let everybody down, but let me down. And man, he started off strong in this one. And I enjoyed the interactions between the characters. I enjoyed the sense of urgency and danger that the original X-Men were put into when all the Sentinels attack. The Scott Summers scene was just downright awesome. Love that. And the pacing and the shock and the not knowing what's going to happen, and knowing that something bad happens here in this book that or within this storyline that makes the future X-Men come to the present.
Right.
You're almost going, well, maybe what just happened there was going to be permanent until you turn the page and go, oh, okay, close call. Not exactly telling you everything. Pick it up because we still have copies of that.
Yeah.
Man, it's so fun so far. And big reveal.
Big.
In all new X-Men that they left us with that cliffhanger. You're sure to see it pick up in the next issue here. And right now, all we know is Scott and Jean Grey are on the run. They are scared, and none of the X-Men. It's kind of strange because at first they were like, "Send us back home." Some of them were, and now they're all like, I don't want to go.
Yeah, this whole you're determining our fate for us and all that.
We've got important stuff we still have to do here. So.
Yeah, exactly. And I loved Deadpool trying to steal a kiss from Wolverine. So. That was just a trip
Deadpool.
to me. Yeah, it's Deadpool for you.
Well, I thought the scene stealer was Kitty Pryde saying, "Remind me to moisturize more." That was awesome.
That was funny. Hey guys, all of you Valiant fans, and we know that there are several of you here at the comic shop. This is your week because we get a brand new ongoing series from Valiant Comics in the form of Eternal Warrior. Greg Pak, Trevor Hairsine on board. For the creative team, and now we get to if you've been reading Archer and Armstrong, you know that it's Armstrong's brother,
right?
And there's 3 brothers, and Armstrong and the Eternal Warrior, I believe his name's Gilead. There's a 3rd brother as well,
right?
he's back with his own series, doing what he does best, and that is being a warrior. And the artwork, Trevor Hairsine is great. I've always been a fan of his stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see what Greg Pak's going to do with the writing, what's going to go on, and how it's all going to intertwine, because there's some big events coming up in the Valiant universe that I've been reading. So
yeah, and remember, this also has to do with the children of the Eternal Warrior. They are.
That's right.
Also going to be a major factor in this story. But yeah, just the preview pages I've seen look beautiful.
Yes.
So
yes.
Totally excited for that one. I get to steal one from you.
Oh, here he goes, man.
Ghosted #3 comes out.
Oh, son of a gun. Thief. You thief. You dang dirty thief.
This has been a runaway book from Image Comics.
Yes.
Just it's started off maybe gaining a little bit of steam, but now it is just way ahead of so many of these other books on the shelf here. People are loving it, and this is one of those things where it's nightfall now, and
yes,
ghosts
that's right.
will be ghosts and do the ghostly murderous things that ghostly murderous ghosts do, and the team is still having to figure out how are they going to steal a ghost from this house. So if you are not picking this up,
seriously,
you're not my friend.
And hey, from the solicitation for this particular issue, it looks like it seems that they are going to do their first attempt.
Yeah.
To steal a ghost, and so it's so good. Hey, we did a huge segment on this in Randy's review videos that we do, where we talked about this in depth, issues 1 and 2.
Yep.
So check that out. One of our previous videos. This is a great series. You should really be on board. It's great.
It's great.
It's great. Hey, are you a fan of Sons of Anarchy? Because if you are, issue #1 of Sons of Anarchy hits the shelves this week. Fans of Hellboy as a Harley riding gangster. Right. You know, the FX TV series, of course, hits the shelves this week. Still doing the gun running, still doing all the illegal things that they are known for doing, but in comic form every month starting this week. So check out Sons of Anarchy.
For 6 issues.
6 issues, there we go.
6 issues.
6-issue series there for you to check out.
Yes. Sidekick #2 comes out.
Yes.
Now this book, we also did a little review on the review show for it. Plug. But this book right here, it's somewhat of a tough book to read, because you have the Flyboy, who is just his life spiraled downward. Yeah. And one of the comments they had for this book for issue 2 was, the fun is seeing how far he spirals downward and waiting for him when he hits the bottom. That's not necessarily fun to me. It's been painful to see like him going through this, especially with the reveal at the end of issue 1. There.
Exactly.
So what we have in this issue, some a deadly duo of chicks, super villainous. They were always the Red Cowl's kind of, I guess, Lex Luthor or Joker or something like that. They're back now, and it's now kind of a deciding moment for Flyboy and facing them. So this book has it's kind of an adult take, and I just say I don't mean adult as in like it's only for it's an adult take on how the superhero world is. It's not like crazy zany authority with like everybody abusing their powers, but it's just, you know, a realistic look at, you know, someone grows up and they do, you know, everything's not always golden streets and blue skies and birds chirping. It's dank and dreary and sucks.
Literally.
So,
yeah.
But very, very well written.
Yes.
And you know, Tom Mandrake surprised me with the art on the first issue there.
Same for me, man. So yeah, I'm on board.
So come by, pick up issue 1 that's still on the shelves. Pick up issue 2 to go along with it.
That's a nice 1-2 combo right there,
Yeah.
man. Having both issues at your hands just like that.
And if you're lucky, we may still have some Charlie Adler covers.
Oh, nice indeed. Hey, if you're a fan of pulp heroes, especially pulp hero, golden age hero team-ups, King's Watch #1 hits the shelves this week. That's written by Jeff Parker with art by Mark Laming, and it's the team-up of Flash Gordon, the Phantom, and Mandrake the Magician, as you've never seen them before. So it's kind of a new team up here in 2013 with these characters that you should be checking out if you're a fan of those guys.
Yeah. Fun. Next up for me, we're at the boss level.
Yes!
We're at the boss level. Avengers Arena #15. This is all-out battle. We see just how much Arcade looks like he's ready to be done with this. He has unleashed the gas that triggers the craziness in X-23. Yes. She's going ballistic on everyone. And we have the crazy love triangle with Colin and the other kid or two there from the Braddock's Academy. And the best part about this storyline so far, I loved the origin story of Colin Bloodstone.
Yes.
And him taking off the ring there at the end. I can't wait to see what is unleashed.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Everybody else is scared out of their mind of X-23 right now, and he's just like, gotta be done.
Oh man, it was. Oh, he was just like, I can take care of this.
Yeah.
It was just awesome. We've told you guys to get this and check it out, and this was another example of why you should be.
Yeah, and thankfully, I say thankfully, they've had great fill-in artists, but Kev Walker's back, and he just has such a distinct style. He makes the book his own with that, and I've looked forward to his art on it. When they've had the fill-in artist, that's been fine, but I've wanted him back with the book. So he's back here for the final story arc, and hallelujah. It's awesome. Awesome book.
Hey guys, another book that we pimp every time it hits because Jonathan Hickman is writing it, and we've got Nick Pitara on art. It's the Manhattan Projects. #14 hitting the shelves.
Yes.
We are seeing more of a fracture between these scientists and this group, and a divide among them, and God only knows where it is going to lead to. I have no idea. I don't know what Oppenheimer's going to do. You don't. You can only guess as to how devastating the fallout of this is going to be.
Yeah.
And it's going to. All I know is this: it's going to be epic. Whatever it is, it's going to be epic because this story with these characters and these geniuses and these brains and attitudes and psychoses that are all involved in here. It's just a crazy amalgamation of just awesomeness, wickedness combined. It's fantastic, and we're building up. I know at one part of the story we are building up to something going on with Oppenheimer,
right?
But then there's so many other things that are going on as well that are equally as interesting and awesome. And this is a must-read series.
This is one of those things that when they had their focus on their wars and everything like that, they were combined. Now that they kind of have free range to do what they want to, you're starting to see the fractures between these people, and eventually they're going to each have their own idea of what should be going on, what should be happening. The last issue with Einstein going to town on the one guy's body there was just disgusting and awesome at the same time. Also real quickly with mentioning Jonathan Hickman, East of West Volume 1 comes out this week. So those of you guys who missed, excuse me, my eyeball hurts. Those of you guys who missed issue 1 or 2 or something like that, you're behind on this. We still have some issue 5 in here. I don't know if that's going to be, I think that's part of the next collection. So this, I think, is 1 through 4 with what this is. And get caught up on it. This is a fantastic series. One of my favorite series out there on the shelves right now. We've reviewed this one at length too on the review show. And it's one of those, I think every single person that's walked in here and picked it up has just fallen in love with this book. So
Yes.
the trade paperbacks out now. People have gone crazy over picking up trade paperbacks for some of those series they missed. Saga's one of them. This is going to be another one of those, hands down, that you're going to want to get your hands on.
Exactly. Let me add to that. This will collect issues 1 through 4, maybe 1 through 5. I'm not sure, but these a lot of these new Image series that we were talking about that are still early and getting their first trades out.
Yeah.
Those trades are priced to sell. They're not super expensive. A lot of them have been $9.99. I'm not sure the price for this one, but it'll be worth picking up. Don't get price gouged on eBay because you missed number 1 or number 2 and you're wanting to get those. Just get this collection because it'll be awesome to sit down and read.
Yeah.
So definitely get on board with that. Another one that Randy and I have really been enjoying from Image Comics, again, Clone number 10 hits the shelves. Seems like it's been a while since I got an issue of Clone.
Maybe. There's been so much stuff coming out, it just may seem that way.
Yeah. So this has been fantastic. This has been a consistently good read from Image Comics, from David Schulner and Jose Juan Reap on the art. Art's been fantastic. I love them. I love seeing that. And with the end of the last issue, previous issue, we saw old school medicine take care of this current problem that they were facing. But now we've got 2 of the main clones now teaming up together to go after Luke. And I could go on about the clones themselves because these guys are crazy. One of them's a psychotic, and the other one's just a mad genius. But these 2 going after Luke is bad news for him.
Yeah, and it should be mentioned that the first run that they had were all the Alpha clones. The 2 that are going after him are Beta and Gamma.
Exactly.
They are.
Thanks. I was missing.
They are the ones that they took and said, okay, this first one batch proved it worked. Now let's add our own little flavoring to the group.
Yeah.
And they're dangerous. They are bad. Bad news.
Bad news indeed. This is another great series that you should be checking out from Image Comics, guys.
Let me gather myself here for this next one because I'm just not sure about this. Okay.
Oh, no.
Captain America number 11 comes out. This is part 1 of a new story arc called Loose Nuke. It's going to deal with the character Nuke, who is a fascinating character here. We made it through Dimension Z. So we have new art, and I thought the first issue here was solicited for Carlos Pacheco to be the artist.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's listed as the artist on further issues. He may just only be the cover artist. So I'm not sure exactly what the deal is with this. But we're past Captain America in sci-fi. We are now to Captain America dealing with what he knows how to deal with, and that's a crazy, off his rocker
super soldier, basically.
Super soldier, yeah. So Cap knows how to deal with those, and I'm excited to see him take on something that's a little more in his wheelhouse here.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Never going to forgive you, Remender. Never.
He swore.
What you did is unforgivable.
Also, we're introduced to a new character that Rick Remender has brought into the Captain America mythos here with the Iron Nail. So it'll be interesting to see.
I'm curious to see who that is exactly.
I've always enjoyed Nuke as a character. He had years ago there was a run with him in Daredevil.
Yeah.
I don't know if Frank Miller wrote that at that time or not, but that was David Michelini on the art.
Okay.
It may have been Miller and Michelini even back then. There was a great storyline with them. And then even just a year or 2 ago, whenever Jason Aaron did the Ultimate Captain America series,
yeah, he
Ultimate
did take
Cap
that.
and against Nuke.
He was also in Wolverine Origins. They had a storyline with him there that I thought was pretty cool. So
yeah, so this is I'm looking forward to this combination now, Captain America and Nuke, and what Rick Remender's going to bring to it.
Actually, now that I think about it, Nuke was Scoundrel or Scourge in the Thunderbolts. He was one of the Thunderbolts when they had all the villains take over there. Jeff Parker, one of the best runs. But
really? Okay.
Yeah. So he was also one of those characters. It was during the time of Siege.
Awesome.
That was going on. So, yeah, that's one of those. I'm looking to see a great story here, a great Captain America story, patriotic story.
Hey guys, another one that hitting the shelf. You should be on board with this storyline. We got Wolverine number 9 hitting the shelf. By now, if you haven't known, spoiler, here it comes. Wolverine's healing factor isn't working.
Why aren't I healing?
Why aren't I healing?
Bub.
Anyway, Wolverine's kind of jacked up and messed up, both physically and mentally, with the changes that have taken place inside of his body. And now, the criminal underground of the Marvel Universe has found out, and they are coming to look for some payback against Wolverine. And this issue features Batroc the Leaper. Batroc the Leaper.
Zelipa.
So Alan Davis on art, Paul Cornell on writing. I want to see if Batroc can hold his own against the Wolverine that can't regenerate.
Do you almost see an image like from Airplane where all the people are lined up trying to calm down the hysterical lady? That's what I see with like all of them waiting to get at Wolverine.
Yeah, I could definitely holding the bats and the wrecking crew.
The wrecking crew. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Awesome indeed.
Astro City number 4 comes out. Now, guys, this is a comic that's listed under Vertigo, but it's not really a Vertigo title here. They just don't have Wildstorm or Homage or any of the studios they used to have for this book. And this is one of the most heartfelt, touching stories that they have going on in comics right now. Kurt Busiek just has so much to say and so much to do, and he takes the world of superheroes and tells it from totally different points of view. And this book, what we're doing is we're taking a look at a girl that has psi powers of some sort, psychic or telekinetic, or there's something with it. But she's not a superhero, she's not a supervillain. She uses her powers to work in a job, and so this is taking a look at how do superheroes, live a normal life when they superhumans live a normal life when they choose not to do the superheroics or thing there. So I like that we have something that gives us an alternative take and kind of, in a lot of ways, answers questions that we might have to questions we didn't even know that we had with stuff like this. You go, yeah, this is interesting. Well, how does something like this happen or take place, or what is the result of something like that? So
that's cool.
One of the best series of 2013. Very quietly, just excellent every issue.
Really, so far, huh?
Yeah.
You never really see that of a superhuman. They're always a good guy or a bad guy.
Yeah. In fact, you just saw that in the Battle of the Atom there. Just discovered my mutant powers. What am I going to do? I hate a lot of people. I'm going to destroy them.
Exactly. With my dinosaurs.
Awesome. Where'd she get the costume in that?
I know, seriously.
She broke out of jail, and the first thing she went and bought a costume. Stole a costume.
You can blame that on Frank Cho.
Cho.
That's totally him.
Cho. You're okay.
Hey, guys. The Walking Dead,
yes.
number 114, hits this week. And the question is this. What would Jesus do? I love these solicits for The Walking Dead. They're always like a one-liner, and that's it.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out just how we're gonna find out even more. What happened to Andrea? What's going on with Rick? What is Negan planning on doing? Is he gonna do anything? Will Jesus, however you pronounce him.
It's Jesus now. We know that.
We're saying Jesus.
Well, no, they said in the comics, that's where he said, everybody calls me this because I look this way and I don't ask them to call me this name. So, yeah, it's Jesus.
Okay. And so we're going to see if he's going to pull their fat out of the fire or what. I mean, we're leading up to all-out war here, folks. So this is kind of the prelude to that's going to be going on.
115 is where it kicks off.
The next one, and then we get, what is it, 7 in a row? I mean, we're
14 in a row.
14 in a row, twice a month for 7 months, right?
Yep.
Yes. More of it. I want to see it, because this build-up with Negan has been so interesting to me.
Yeah,
it really has. So, guys, Walking Dead. If you're watching the show, watch the show, but you should be checking out the comic series.
That's right. I am done right here. Let's see you do your little countdown. Come on.
Boom! Actually, I really just have one more to cover.
Let's go through it then.
Hey guys, another fun series that has been hitting it on all cylinders is Mark Waid on the Indestructible Hulk. Number 13 hits the shelves. We've seen now that Hulk is an agent of time. That's an acronym. I can't remember what it is, but I mean, he's the only one that can withstand the rigors of what's going on with space-time continuum as they try to repair what has happened from the events of Ultron, the Age of Ultron event. So now after the end of the last issue, Hulk took down this time anarchist character, but got kicked back even further into the time of Camelot, where he's facing the Black Knight. Merlin is there as well. Also, we're going to see what's going on with Bruce Banner, because Bruce Banner has been tagging along as the little robot thing, but apparently in this issue he's like literally running out of time. So I don't know what that means, but I want to find out what it is, because now we're seeing this team up with Bruce Banner and the Hulk as separate entities, and it's been very interesting so far. That's another one to check out. And that's it for me, guys. I got to end this one.
Tons of good stuff.
It's a huge week. I don't know how long this episode is, but there's just a ton of stuff. There's just a ton of stuff, and we really appreciate you watching and your comments. We really appreciate that. I had some great comments on the past couple of videos, man. It's just like, yes, talk to us.
People caught the tear running down my cheek.
Oh, did you want to say anything about that final issue of X Factor while we're here?
It was fitting. It was fitting for his run, and great book.
Good.
Fantastic.
And we're looking forward to more from Peter David, hopefully very soon.
Yeah, he said that there in the back there, he's got an announcement maybe within the next month. Hopefully he will be the person picking up the next wave with Marvel Now and X Factor in that, because it's all but confirmed that X Factor will start over with the #1 for the next wave.
Cool.
So we'll see.
More good stuff.
Fingers crossed.
Guys, that wraps it up for us for this week. He's Randy. I'm Chris. We are here at Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Don't forget, we have a store just for you in Texarkana, Texas. You can visit our website, www.ExcaliburCCGTV.com. Hey, check out our website, because we're giving you little previews of tons of great stuff that are coming out over the next, right now, stuff that's going to be hitting in November.
That's right.
And you can add this stuff to your pull list right there on our website. So check that out. And hey, take a moment to share the video, like, subscribe, share. We really, really appreciate it. Anything else to add, Randy?
Watch the reviews.
Watch the reviews.
Reviews. Yeah, watch them.
Until next time, guys, take care.